What's up, squad? It's Brandon from the Bantu Sun. Thank you so much for joining me today. So breaking news right now coming out of Iran. In remembrance on the anniversary of the assassination of Qasem Soleimani, there has been an explosion near his grave, which current count has around 100 fatalities. So they're still kind of right now, this news is breaking news fresh out of Iran. For those that do not know who Qasem Soleimani was, he was a major figure in Iran before his assassination in 2020 under the Donald Trump presidency. He was seen as one of the most powerful Iranians, possibly second in command of Iran. And he was pretty much the head of the Quds forces. So what the Quds forces was, or what their responsibility were around extraterritorial operations for Iran. So as far as guerrilla warfare, counterintelligence, intelligence, insurgency. The Quds are considered to have worked with Yemen's Houthis, Shia militias in Iraq, Hezbollah in Lebanon, Hamas in the Palestinian regions of Gaza. So this is a major move when the U.S. decided to assassinate this major player, and he is greatly and fondly remembered in Iran for the work that he did. So this tragedy on his anniversary, a lot of people are attributing this to either the U.S. or Israel. From my understanding, at this point right now, no one has came forward yet to claim responsibility for this attack. So I'll sit on the sidelines until more is known in that regard. But regardless of that, there has been plenty of protests that have started to break out in Iran right now with death to America, death to Israel chants. So the Iranian public at this moment pretty much believe it was Israel or America, that Israel and or America that are responsible for this attack, killing this 100 people near the graveside of Mr. Soleimani. So at the end of the day, I can say this. When this war broke out, and even to this day, I don't think anybody know what was the motivation for Hamas for the October 7th attack on Israel. I don't know if they felt, we're in a good spot. We're ready to fight a counter-revolutionary, or we're ready to fight a revolutionary guerrilla war against Israel. We have the tunnel network, the infrastructure, and the network to get it done, or what caused it. But what has happened is Israel, true to form, has took the bait, hook, line, and sinker, and have committed a full frontal assault on the Gaza Strip, pretty much decimating the land. So the pictures are absolutely apocalyptic right now coming out of Gaza. But what I will say this right now. When it happened, and I said it when it happened, America already had the Russia thing on the forefront, the Russia-Ukraine thing on the forefront. They were kind of playing the South Pacific, China, and South China Seas angle on the back end. So you're already dealing with two major powers right now that you're trying to manage. Now, this Middle East situation with Israel has pretty much sucked America in, right? Because it is an intense and almost heinous act that's being carried out. It's drawn a lot of sympathy against sympathy for the Palestinians and against Israel and their most staunchest supporter, America. So America is using a lot of political capital right now. Not only that, but it's starting to blow up regionally with the whole Yemen situation and starting to see the ships go around South Africa. Like this is like the 1600s all over again. And you can't go through the Middle East anymore to get goods between Europe and Asia. So you have that situation. You just had India and Russia come out with a weapons making agreement. So now you got Iran, India, Russia, China, I think at some point in the near future, America's going to have to start making friends with somebody. The enemies are stacking up one by one. And this Middle East war, this Middle East situation is desperately on the edge of overflowing from a smaller regional conflict within the Gaza Strip, which we will hope to be resolved through diplomatic negotiations as fast as possible, into something bigger, more extreme, and more violent across the entire region. And I truthfully, I don't think that's a war that Israel wants either. Seeing that they will be set from all sides if this was to escalate further. And a lot of these citizens of these countries in these regions, they don't want their countries bottom of smithereens either. So America, this Palestinian Israel situation hopefully can come to a quick, conducive, peaceful end. And America really needs to figure out where it can start making friends right now, because the way it's looking, a possible war heating up in a wider conflict with this assassination attempt, with the Houthi escalation forces, U.S. sending ships out there to retaliate now. So you have this Iran situation. You have Ukraine threatening to stop paying its public service workers because they're saying they're running out of money. And the Russians are feeling though they're in a stronger and stronger position, continuously escalating bombings of the capital city, Kiev, beyond the Russian-speaking regions of Ukraine. They're actually attacking the Kiev, the capital city. And you got North Korea leader as well, basically re-emphasizing that he doesn't think he would find peace with South Korea. So North Korea being on a war footing there. So between all these conflicts, and that's right next door to China. So China's still pretty much harassing ships, especially ships from the Philippines and the South China Sea. So America needs to figure out how to make friends with these bigger players that are not Western, that are not necessarily democratic, or all the values, not free market, all these values that America purports that it looks favorably upon. And this hard nosed geopolitical compromise, real politics, and get down to what are the fundamentals, because at this point the scales are starting to look like they're tilting a little bit. So those are my thoughts. Please comment below. I'd love to hear yours. Like, share, subscribe if you enjoy the content. Until next time, take care. Bantu up.